Good afternoon and welcome once again to Osijek, Croatia. This is day 2 of competition here at the 2023 European Championships for shotgun. Delighted to be here. Again, weather conditions are pretty much perfect for skeet shooting. It's been a very fierce and competitive day of qualification, and this actual final is just delayed by a few moments just whilst we get everything ready for you. My name is Rory McAllister, and I'm delighted to be your commentator for this bronze medal match and gold medal match in the skeet mixed team. So 32 degrees, it's gone up a degree since yesterday, but we're all coping. Wind gusts, well, hardly ever there at all, at 1 metre per second. Humidity is just a little bit less than what it was yesterday here in Osijek, but today, another fine day for skeet shooting as we get underway with this bronze medal match in just a second. Qualification, well, it's been a long day, fiercely contested as well. It's been very, very competitive, world class, as you'd expect with some of the athletes that we've got here. Just looking at Amber Jo Rutter of Great Britain, who took a bronze medal yesterday in the skeet women. Will she be adding perhaps a gold or silver to that today? So once again, it's 12 gauge shotguns being used. Cartridge shot weight only up to 24.5 grams. And the cartridge shot diameter only up to 2.6 millimeters, or if you prefer, just over 2 centimeters if you work that way. Here's an example of one of the shotguns, and that just gives you a rough idea of pretty much what they all look like. Some, of course, are customized here and there with different colors. You've just seen Amber Rutter's, for example. And 12 gauge shotguns is what we're using for this skeet mixed team final. So the bronze medal match will get underway in just a second. It's Ukraine versus Italy. And then later on, we're going for the gold medal match. A Great Britain feature in that one alongside the Czech Republic. So here's a look back at qualification earlier on today. So the athletes now just getting ready. If you are just joining us, then welcome. Everything you need to know about the competition is on the website, the European Shooting Confederation. Likewise, on the website, there is a link there to the YouTube channel for the ESC, or the European Shooting Confederation, if you prefer the long term, as the athletes have just left the field of play to go back to the preparation area. Everything has been checked. Cartridges have been weighed and sealed. And we're about to get underway here in Osijek. The range here just looking absolutely resplendent in this fine weather that we've got here in Croatia. An awful lot of history as well connected, not only with this shotgun range, but with the actual range itself. And certainly, yeah, you can need hats on a day like today to keep the sun off. Plenty of sunscreen as well. If you are just joining us, conditions here pretty much perfect for skeet shooting. 32 degrees, a little bit of humidity here and there, but nothing too much. If anything here, it's the mosquitoes and flies that you need to keep away. I'm inside though, literally just as you look at those huts just there, you'll see the Steadicam operator. I'm in that room just behind, viewing from afar with the scoreboard straight in front of me. And Station 5 just off to my left a little bit as we get underway. So if you joined us yesterday, we had some amazing finals in the skeet individual events with the men and the women. We saw an equalled world record again yesterday, a perfect 60 out of 60. And that just shows you the kind of level of shooting that we're experiencing here. So here come Team Italy. Tamaro Cassandro, who picked up a bronze medal yesterday in the skeet men individuals. Likewise, Diana Bacozzi with a silver medal in the women's individuals. So a bronze and silver between them yesterday, plus all the experience that they already have, clearly just sharing a joke with each other. Tomorrow just asking perhaps for a little bit more space as they line up. So here come Team Ukraine. This is Mykola Milshev and Irina Malkovicho. They're just getting their introductions from the announcer out on the field of play. 55 years old, that man, Mykola Milshev, made the final yesterday. Famously won the gold medal at the Sydney Olympics, which is now 23 years ago. Here comes Pierre Bourgeois of France, ever the gentleman, doffing his cap as he comes out to join the field of play. Again, just a wealth of experience from Pierre as well. So it's great to have him here at a competition such as this. And Bodo Giske of Germany is the jury in charge. Again, another experienced jury in charge alongside Pierre, who'll be our ref. So that completes our lineup. So this is it. We're about to get underway with the bronze medal match. Italy Team 2 versus Ukraine Team 1. Who are you supporting? Are you with the Italians? Are you with Team Ukraine? Or perhaps even here as a neutral? Or perhaps even here early, waiting for the gold medal match between Great Britain and the Czech Republic. So you'll see the bib numbers there. 3 and 1 and 3 and 2 on the back of the Italians. That just means which order they'll shoot. So Tamaro Cassandro, who we're looking at right now, bronze medalist yesterday, fires first. And Diana Bakosi, therefore, will be going second. So this is just the test fire at the moment. This is just to make sure that the athletes are happy, everything's present and correct. And this is Andrea Benelli, the Italian coach. Always turns up with a decent pair of sunglasses, always. They never look cheap. Always looks like the expensive ones that you can get in the airports. The kind of sunglasses, you walk up to the shelf, you take a look, you think, yeah, it looks okay. Turn over the price tag and leave it alone and walk away. But no, not that man. Ukrainian coach is Viktor Kalasov, who featured here yesterday as the coach of Mykola Milshev, who made the final but didn't make the podium. So just looking now at Irina Malovichko of Ukraine, with the 4 and 2, as you can see on the back of her bib there, meaning she shoots second. So this is it. If you have just joined us, well, you've come at the right time. This is the bronze medal match for the Skeet mixed team here at the European Championship Shotgun in Osijek in Croatia. And we're underway. And Tamaro Cassandro opens up with 2 hits. We'll now try to hit 2 more. It always fascinates me how he shoots without visors. There's the 30-second shot clock. Which starts to tick down. And that's a hit and a miss for Diana Bakosi. So perhaps signs of fatigue maybe. She had such a long day yesterday. And she misses that one too. That's unusual. Silver medalist yesterday in the women's individual event. And now it's turn for 55-year-old Mykola Milshev. It's a hit and a miss. No, 2 hits. Must have just clipped that second target. And that's 2 solid hits. Much to the applause of the Ukrainian team. It's always good, isn't it, to open up with four hits when you fire first. Also a hit and a miss there. You just see the referee's arm just raised in the air. That's what signals a miss. It can be contested. We do have VAR. Each team has 1 VAR review, and if successful, then they hold on to that VAR review. If it's turned down, then they lose their VAR request. And on that reverse there, 2 solid hits.
After the first station, Team Italy has a total
So after the first visit to station 3, it's 6 hits to 7, and Pierre Bourgeois, the French referee, just now inviting Ukraine to fire first this time. So the two teams now switch round. So it'll be Mikola Milchev to fire first, the Sydney Olympic champion in skeet. And a miss called. And this time follows that up with 2 solid hits. So Irina Malavichko now steps up. 29 years old now. That's 2 hits to start at station 4. That's the call. Slight pause in between the two, but it's 2 hits nonetheless. So now again it's Tommaso Cassandro for Italy. And that's 2 really solid hits there to make it 10 for the Italians. Here comes Bacozzi. Just under the watchful eye of the coach, Andrea Benelli. Gets those 2 as well to the applause of the Italian supporters. So 14 all. 14 for Ukraine, 14 for Italy. This time the teams reverse again for station 5. So Tommaso Cassandro will go first. Visorless once again, but I think it just enables you just to see the concentration on his face. Gets both of those 2 to keep a 100% record. And that's another 2 hits for the Italians. Oh, was there a miss called there? Perhaps no target because he has her arm in the air. So they have, the VAR request by the looks of things. So we now go to VAR. And Benelli, the coach, with his hands on his hips. Because he's smiling, so she must be confident. So Kostakis Xenophontas of Cyprus is the VAR referee. You can just see now in your shot, alongside Jada Sarija of Turkey. She's the VAR jury. So in England, sometimes we call this VAR in Premiership football, but I know that more internationally it's just referred to as VAR. So there's the face of the silver medalist yesterday in the skeet women's event. Looking fairly relaxed, confident perhaps that this VAR request is going to go the Italians' way. I wonder if Andrea Benelli also thinks the same. Body language perhaps saying it was a hit let's just get on. So he's just looking across and up and down, waiting for the decision to come through. And that's Pierre Bourgeois, the referee, with his headset on, just awaiting the official review from the VAR ref and VAR jury. So if you're just joining us, this is the European Championship shotgun here in Osijek. We're just starting, or literally just started, the bronze medal match between Italy and Ukraine. And just if you're wondering what's going on, there's a VAR request going on right now. And we're just hoping to get the official decision shortly, because they have been taking some time. They'll be playing it back and forth, looking at it in slow motion, just seeing if there's a hint of dust anywhere, just to see if the clay was clipped and whether or not it can be classed as a hit or a miss. So the thumb signals from Pierre Bourgeois will give us the official score and result as to what's happening. They certainly are taking some time. Often we get a VAR review much quicker than this, but at the end of the day, medals are at stake here, as are people's own individual scores and records, so everything has to be present and correct. And it's just the time to do just that. Pace up and down, try and kill time, just be patient. Okay, I think the VAR review is now coming through. So Pierre Bourgeois, the referee from France. So is it a hit and a miss? He's nodding his head. So it's a hit and a miss, a thumbs up and a thumbs down. So after a very long VAR review, and Benelli can't believe it, the coach, shaking his head. That was an awful long VAR review. So the second target was the one that missed. And now we can resume. So Ukraine Team 1 step up once again. Here's Mikola Milshev, 55-year-old. Now, if Ukraine can hit all of these, then they can get up to a total of 22. So the first two at Station 5 are hits. As are the second two, much to the whoops and the applause of the Ukraine crowd. There's Viktor Karasov, Ukraine coach, just sitting to the right there of Andrea Benelli, who I think still looks disgusted after the VAR review a second ago. So can Marovic make this two more hits? Oh no, a miss has been called, so we're all level. Italy 21, Ukraine 21.
After the third round,
so we'll now go back to Station 3 for the second visit there. And it's all level in this bronze medal match. It's been a long couple of days, not only today and yesterday, but also the days before of qualification for the individual events. The mixed teams are today. Gold medal match follows this one between Great Britain and the Czech Republic. And tomorrow we'll have the individual team events for you. So So women's team and men's team. So Mikola Milchev opens up the firing at station 3. 2 hits, solid. And there's a miss there. So some of the Ukrainians just leaning back in their seats. Again, just knowing the class of the Italian team, got to keep the pressure on. Oh, that's great shooting from Irina Malevichko. 29-year-old just has the shotgun there on her hip. Those are the rules. You can't raise it up until you've pulled and go for your shot. 4 out of 4 though for Irina. And now the pressure back on the Italian team. Tamaro Cassandro, 2 solid hits. Still, you can see the dust in the air. And again, make short work of those 2 clays as well. More dust. There's Mr. Alexander Ratner, who is the European Shooting Confederation president. Meanwhile, Diana Boccosi with another 2 hits. So can the Italians make this a perfect visit? Once again, back at station 3. And indeed they can. Not that I can predict the future. It just looked as if that indeed was going to happen. So 29 hits versus 28. As we move now into the latter stages of this bronze medal match. Another visit to station 4. And a hit and a miss this time for the bronze medalist from yesterday in the skeet men's. But Cassandro follows up with 2 hits. And this is where a medal match can start to slip away if too many hits, too many misses creep in. This 40-year-old Diana Boccosi, so experienced. She just oozes class, doesn't she? She just looks like a class skeet shooter. And all 4 there. So the Italians up to 36. Pressure now on Mikola Milchev of Ukraine. I do love the way he holds the shotgun so far out. I just wouldn't be able to do that. I'd have to tuck it right in. That's a very solid visit, and 4 hits crucial at this stage. I think some of the Ukrainians just now praying that their team can hold on for a bronze medal. And just to keep the pressure up, Irina Malevichko, I would say, needs to get all 4 here. Because it just might perhaps even swing the momentum into Ukraine's favour, because at the moment 36 for the Italians and it's 35 for Ukraine, so a miss on that visit to station 4. As the shot clock back to 30 seconds. That'll tick down once the first pull command is given from the first person to shoot. And you've got to complete all 4 of your shots within that time frame. So Ukraine this time get to shoot first. This is crucial. Just look at some of those hit percentages as well. Sandro with the highest, 95, but Mikola Milchev still at 55 years old, still competing at this level on 90% accuracy. Can he get these 2? And 2 misses. Oh, is that the bronze medal slipping away? Malavichko now really needs to hit all 4 of these in order for Ukraine to even stand a chance of taking the bronze. That's how competitive it is at this level. And does so. So 4 out of 4 for her. And a 41 total. So it's a job well done for Ukraine. Is it enough though? Because Cassandro now has missed one of those. So perhaps a glimmer of hope for Ukraine. The second Diana Bacozzi hits the 3rd target. If she does so, means the Italians will have just snuck in to take the bronze. So it's now all level. So now Ukraine are praying for this 40-year-old Italian shooter with so much experience to miss both of these targets. And in some ways it was going to be, well, an awful long shot. And it's not to be for Ukraine, but it is another bronze medal for Italy. So Tamaro Cassandro with a bronze medal yesterday now gets one in the skeet mixed team. And for Diana Bacozzi, delighted as she waves to the crowd and smiles over, because it was a silver medal yesterday for her in the skeet women's, and now it's another medal for both her and Italy. Meanwhile, disappointment for Ukraine, just not quite enough, just missed out on the bronze medal by 1 hit. And that just shows you the kind of level of competition that we've been experiencing here in Osijek. It's been truly world class, and it's been a privilege to be here once again for these finals. So if you are just joining us, so we're just concluding the coverage of the bronze medal match in the skeet mixed team. The team Italy team 2, Tamara Cassandro and Diana Bacozzi, have just edged it by 1 hit. They won 42 hits to 41 from Ukraine. We'll be back in a few moments' time with the coverage of the gold medal match. That's between Great Britain and Czech Republic. Don't go anywhere, we'll be back shortly.
position number 1, representing Great Britain, router number 12 and Lebanon Ben.
Good afternoon and welcome back to Osijek. We've now got the gold medal match for you between Great Britain and Czech Republic, or Czechia, as they're more modernly called. Ben Llewellyn and Amber Rutter make up the Great British team, and they finish top of qualification and come out here also as mixed team world champions. And now the presentation for the Czechia team. This is Tomáš Nidre and Martina Kušarová. Again, a wealth of experience in both of these mixed teams. Amber Rutter with a bronze medal here yesterday in the individual women's event. And here's Bodo Giske of Germany, who's the jury in charge.
And the referee for the gold medal match is Mr. Muhammed Gökhan from Turkey.
And Gökhan of Turkey, who's the referee in charge. So that completes the lineup for this gold medal match. If you are just joining us, good afternoon. My name is Rory McAllister and I'll be your commentator for this gold medal match between Great Britain and the Czech Republic. Conditions here, well, pretty much perfect in terms of skeet shooting. That's how they line up. Great Britain team 1 and Czech Republic team 1. It's about 31, 32 degrees Celsius at the moment. Not too much humidity. It's been quite dry today. Hardly any wind at all, literally just a whisper here and there, but perfect really for skeet shooting. And as you can see, clear blue skies as we just go through the test fire. So you just see the bib numbers there, 1 and 1 on the back of Ben's back, and 1 and 2 on the back of Amber's back. So Ben shoots first, Amber goes second. Here's the bronze medalist from yesterday, with her shotgun bedecked in all the stickers from all the different competitions she's been part of. And there's Richard Brickell, the Great British coach for this mixed team. So now Tomáš Nidre, 34 years old now. Gold medalist at the World Championships in Lenato back in 2019. Also has a gold medal in the skeet team at Lenato a few years back in 2021. And there's Petr Hrylanka. So I'm just waiting now for Martina Kušarová just to go out there and test her own sight line and get settled into this final. Thumbs up from the ref. Shot clock has 30 seconds. So here we go. We're about to get underway with this mixed team gold medal match at the European Championships here in Osijek in Croatia. Shot clock ticking down, so Ben must have stepped up. There he is. 29 years old now. Hits the big 3-0 next year. Which took a gold medal here in the skeet mixed team, the World Championships, as I mentioned a second ago. So both Ben and Amber come here as world champs. They took a bronze medal in the mixed team at the European Games. That was a few months ago back in Poland. I was there myself for that one in Wrocław. So one miss from Ben, and so far one miss from Amber in her opening 2. And another miss. That's unusual from Amber Rutter. Usually so composed on the first 4. But there's still time to make up the difference. We'll just see how this gold medal match unfolds. But Great Britain with 5 hits out of a possible 8. And middle-aged, well, all 4 so far. Can't believe she's not watching. Why are you on your phone? Exactly, he's just saying you should be watching this instead. So 2 of those clays turning to dust. You'll just see the shot markers there, the poles that are in red and white. The centre one in the middle. And then 20 metres either side is the allowed range to actually take your shot. And that's a perfect start from Czechia. 8 targets with 8 hits. So Great Britain have some chasing on their hands. So Czech Republic will now shoot first at station 4. So Thomas Nidlev steps up, 34 years old now. So experienced. And knows that another gold or silver medal is guaranteed, because that's the only way this can go. Two very classy shots there. Check it up to 12. And that's Mitchell Brooker-Smith, who's also part of the Skeet team. Who's part of Great Britain Team 2 and featured in the final yesterday. Didn't quite get a medal, but it was a pretty solid performance. Meanwhile, we've got a first miss from the Czechs. And the 2 hits follows that up, so a total now of 15. So the best Great Britain can hope for now is a total of 13. That's if Ben and Amber were to hit all of their targets. And Ben with a real decent solid 2 hits there. That'll do his confidence the world of good. Can he hit the next 2? And does so. A very classy visit to Station 4. Here comes Amber Rutter, who already at 26 years old has achieved so much. And that's a real decent couple of shots there from Amber. Oh, and another 2. So Great Britain do get the perfect 8 at that visit, and they needed that because they're still 2 behind the Czech team. So it's Czechia 15, Great Britain 13. And you'll see just Ben Llewellyn there, just before he stepped up, just eyeing the sight line, going through everything he's done in practice and training. And turns those clays to dust. And nails those 2 as well. So Great Britain now up to 17. Richard Bickle looks on. And this is what we've learned to expect from these 2 skeet shooters, is just solid perfection. So can Amber Rutter hit these last 2 at this station visit? And it's a miss, I think, called. So Great Britain are now only 5 in front, with the possibility of the Czechs going 3 in front if they were to hit all 8. So that's the first 2. A very convincing couple of shots there from Thomas Nicolai. So Czechia now only one target behind. 19 hits against 20. All those early misses cost Great Britain, as we pretty much edge on to the halfway stage of this gold medal match. There's a miss there. So Great Britain now find themselves only 2 hits behind. So Ben Llewellyn and Amber Rutter on back to station 3 and find themselves 2 hits behind. So can the world champions pull this one back? Czech Republic will shoot first. And if you are just joining us, we're now at the halfway stage of this gold medal match between Great Britain and Czech Republic. Just looking now at some of the hit ratios, and Thomas Nicolai with 100% so far. Perfection from this man, 34 years old now, and also makes just of those 2 targets, so keeps up that 100% record. And a miss there. So is that a glimmer of hope for Great Britain perhaps to try and catch up a little bit? We'll just see now what happens on these next 2. Can this class performance so far from the Czech Republic keep going? And that's another miss called. So if Great Britain can hit all 8 of these, they can level the scores. The pressure really on now, Ben Llewellyn. Oh, and he's missed that one. And a decent 2 hits there. That'll certainly help as Amber steps up. 75% hit ratio. Certainly on the low side for someone as classy as Amber. 2 hits though, which is up to 78%. And destroys those 2 clays to get Great Britain up to 27 hits. Richard Brickell just clapping along. And now Great Britain just 1 behind the Czech Republic. So after a pretty shaky start from Ben and Amber, they've managed just to edge closer to this Czech team. Thomas Nicolai still to miss a target. Ben Llewellyn goes first at station 4. This is pressure. And deals with it so well. 2 hits. Oh, that sheer class from the Briton. Great shooting from 29-year-old Ben Llewellyn. 4 out of 4. Can Amber copy and paste? Well, so far, that's 2 hits. So see Amber looking over towards the low house, knowing that one was coming first. And she's done it too. So goes from 75% hit ratio now up to 85. So a real improvement from Amber Jo Rutter, which has really helped Great Britain notch up to 35. The pressure has swung back and is now on this Czech team. Thomas Nidrole has been world class so far in this gold medal match. And there again, once again, is perfection. 4 out of 4. What great shooting from him. World class stuff here in Osijek. So you see some of the pink dust just going across the camera lens there. Gives you an idea of how long some of the actual clays just linger in the atmosphere. It does take quite a long time to disperse when there's no wind. So miss from Czechia, and again it's another hit and miss. So at the moment, yeah, it's just looking 35 versus 34. I mean, it wasn't looking this way for an awful long time, that it was going to go down to almost the wire here. Amber and Ben just take a long look at the scoreboard, and they know for the first time they're in front in this final. Great Britain on 35 hits, Czech Republic on 34. And I wonder what's going through the mind of Thomas Nidrole now. Thinking, I haven't missed one, and somehow we're still behind. So again, he keeps up the perfect score. And can he finish with 2 hits? Indeed he does for now. Of course, there is the chance this could go to a shoot-off, but that may very well be his last shot. 100% record from the incredible Thomas Nidrole. And another 2 from Martina. So the best she can hope for is a total of 42, which means Great Britain have a chance, because all 8 will get them up to 43, and she's missed that one. So a glimmer of hope now for Great Britain, who have perhaps swung this match back round in their favour. It was a pretty disastrous start at the beginning at Station 3, and now 29-year-old Ben Llewellyn, the pressure is on. Two world-class shots to start his second visit at Station 5. Great Britain up to 37, 4 hits behind. And that's 2 hits from Ben Llewellyn, a 91% hit rate. 39 now for Great Britain, 41 for Team Czechia. This has been a very close gold medal match. It's been an absolute joy to watch so far. A miss from Amber. 1 hit here will take this to a shoot-off. 2 hits and gold goes to Great Britain. And Amber's done it. She's done it. A big sigh of relief as well. I don't even think she can believe it. Goes straight over to Ben Llewellyn, and they embrace and then shake the hands of Team Czechia and the ref, and it smiles all around for Great Britain. What a comeback. A pretty dodgy, shaky start for Ben Llewellyn and Amber Rutter at the beginning of the gold medal match. Amber shaking her head, thinking, yeah, and I think Ben's saying the same thing. We thought perhaps it was going to be a silver, but it just shows you that if you just stick in there and keep on going and keep on focusing, who knows how the result can swing around and come your way. For Thomas Nidrole, well, it wasn't to be. 100% shot record in that Skeet final and the gold medal match. And often with 100%, well, you'd expect better things, but it's a silver medal for him today. There's another one of those blasted bugs that are around here at the Skeet range. I'm covered in bug spray today to try and keep myself away from bites. Only picked up one yesterday, so hoping to stay bite-free today. But here's how it finished. Italy, Team 2, with the bronze medal for Italy in the Skeet mixed team, raising their hands up to signal their applause from the crowd. Bacozzi and Cassandro, the duo for Italy, victorious with the bronze medal. And the Czech Republic with the silver today. Thomas Nidrole with 100% score. No misses from him. And Martina Kucherova alongside him will be awarded the silver medal, just as the announcements now are made. And finally, the gold medalists, the world champions. They had a bronze medal at the European Games, and this time it's another gold medal for both Ben Llewellyn and Amber Rutter of Great Britain. We get so regular with saying that, the gold medal in the mixed skeet to those two, as they just raised their shotguns aloft for the photographs after the official presentation. So it's been a long day, and what a glorious way to end it here in Osijek in Croatia. We'll be back tomorrow, 4:30 local time for the skeet team women, and then 5:30 local time for the skeet team men. Thank you very much for joining us for this coverage here from Osijek in Croatia at the European Championship Shotgun. We'll see you tomorrow.
Ladies and gentlemen, the victory ceremony for the ski mixed team event of the European Championship Osijek 2023 will take place in 20 minutes.
Gotovo.